height 28 meters, an emotionally abusive partner. So like the title suggests, I'm abusive. I just lost a woman very important to me. We have had our ups and downs, but I never committed the way she deserved. I never physically cheated, but I had side women for what could only be called ego boosts. Honestly, our relationship needed to end, but the way I treated her and honestly other women needs to stop. Acceptance is the first step, but how do I become a better friend, partner, lover? Men who used to be like this and got better. How did you change? TLDR. I ignore, belittle emotions, and only think of myself. I want to be better. 1. Therapy. 2. Cut toxic men who behave the same way you did out of your life. Point 3. Cut toxic people out in general who promote and approve of this kind of behavior. Point 4. Find good male role models. I don't mean just guys who have it together, but guys who've made mistakes and corrected as well. 5. Look at your history and family of origin. Perhaps these behaviors stemmed from and or encouraged from that. Point 6. Set personal standards of character for yourself. 7. Don't jump into a relationship yet. Spend some time alone to give yourself a chance to work on yourself. Therapy. Accept that your viewpoints led to this, and you need to address the root cause with a professional. Therapy that will help you to unlearn these behaviors. It may take quite a while until you get to root of why you do this. Take a long break from relationships until you are healthy. Beat of luck and a high five for recognizing an issue and wanting to fix it. You're already in a great place by admitting that you have a problem. Like the other commenters suggested, therapy is a wonderful place to start. It may be difficult to be vulnerable, but it will be a huge help. You'll be able to address the attitudes that have led you here. You deserve to heal and have fulfilling relationships. It's never too late. Read the book, Why Does He Do That?, and analyze your behavior. Please seek out therapy that is specialized and designated for abuse, and not give up even when it gets hard and challenging, because the roots of what you have is very strong and toxic. Generic therapy will not help you and might actually make it worse. It's good you realize that you need to change. Not just for her, but change, period. Accept that this could be a lifelong process. One key thing is to really think about how you must have made the other women feel. Realize what your actions really are. Take accountability. Don't minimize it. Don't diminish what you have done or justify it to yourself over time. Realize how wrong it is to intentionally hurt and manipulate people. Stop having an inflated sense of importance about yourself and your feelings. Stop silencing women for your convenience. Professional help, and do not go back to any partners you can fall back into old patterns with. Kudos to you for the self-reflection. This is the first step. I wish you luck, and hope you become a better version of yourself with time. Find a therapist. The Cognitive Triangle is a good resource and the basis of CBT therapy. In a nutshell, your thoughts drive your feelings and your feelings drive your behaviors. Trying to interrupt the thoughts before they turn into feelings and into behaviors is an effective way to change behavior. Example thought: my girlfriend is trying to screw me over and manipulate me. Example feeling: angry, resentful, insecure. Example behavior: lash out at girlfriend because she deserves it. Scream and shout because she is being horrible to you. If you can interrupt the thought before it moves to feeling and then behavior, you'll have a lot more success actually changing your behaviors. Try to identify the thoughts, beliefs that are driving the feelings and behaviors. You need to become self-aware and accountable. When a partner tells you something, count to 10. Your knee-jerk reaction shouldn't be anger, defensiveness, or to shift blame. Getting to the core of these reactions will help you. Try therapy, but you need to be honest. When seeking a therapist, be immediately honest about why you are seeking therapy, because a lot of therapists aren't experienced with this issue, and having an abuser as a client is different than having a victim of abuse. You can be both OFC, but you should be clear with their therapist if there is a group type option for you. For abusive people, that would be dope also, but I think they're rare. I'm not a man, but therapy seems like a good next step. It's great you've come to realize the toxic issues in yourself. It's always hard to accept that the problem is within yourself. Good luck. Good on you for recognizing these traits within yourself and wanting to be better. I suggest looking up and reading into attachment theory and learning about your attachment type. This is a good first step before approaching any new relationships. Also, if you have access to therapy, I'd highly recommend it. Just take your healing on a day-by-day basis. Talk to others. Identify your emotions. Take the time to reflect and unpack previous traumas. Take some time for yourself. Good luck on your journey. Get yourself into therapy. Knowing you're abusive is the first step. You need to see a professional to learn the skills to cut it out. Self-reflection will continue to be an important part of your journey as well. Make it a habit to take some time every now and then to reflect on what you've been doing recently and how you feel about it. Pretend that you have a daughter and think about the type of partner she would deserve. Be that guy from now on. You could call a domestic abuse or women's shelter and ask them for advice. Call the RAIN hotline or others, not for free counseling but instead for references to resources that could help you, like books to read or groups you could join. Just know that the person most capable of stopping an abuser in this moment is you. That is great power to have. Your willingness to do the work because of what you know is right is a sign that you can change and grow, and you can be helped. You can be the one to help yourself, and you don't have to do it alone. Getting professional help is great. At the same time, it'll help to be more introspective. For example, think about some interactions from before. What exactly happened? What they did or said, and also what they did say or do. And how did you react? Initially, gradually, and finally. Put yourself in their shoes and imagine how you'd make you feel. And then think about what's the better way to do when something similar happens next time. You will also find it helpful by dissecting interactions you didn't partake for more unbiased clarity. Interactions you witness in a supermarket, shop, where a couple argue. Friends and family stories too. As an outside, you should see things more clearly in the bigger picture without focusing on your own feelings. Think about what went wrong, the problem and the trigger that set people off to full-blown arguments. What each of them could have done better to solve things instead of taking it out. How things could have been said or done differently in different situations. Don't think of it as making you better at being a partner. If you are emotionally abusive in romantic relationships, you could also be like that in any other relationships. Think of it as improving yourself and thus life as a whole. It's something that benefits you too. And keep learning from others, from the mistakes and also from the good examples. That's how we grow. My advice is, definitely don't jump quickly into a new relationship. Allow for a period of depression, grief and of facing yourself to ensue. When you actually face your shame, is when you can heal it. Inner healing work is brutal, and you gotta do it all alone. And it takes a long time, not just a few months. Good luck!
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.